Hello friends and allies and welcome to a new video. In today's video we're gonna talk about the balancing project changes which they have made in the Ferumbras Ascension. And with the following update or balancing changes, they made some future plans to change the map. They made some relocation of the teleport. They increased the experience to the bosses. They increased the respawn rate in some hunting grounds, and they made a lot of monster adjustments. And to my big surprise, the gaming company was able to play around with more than just the experience and the loot rate this time, which I find rather impressive for Zipsoft at least. Before jumping down into the details of the changes, I want to make a general opinion to the balancing patch. I believe that the changes to the map is necessary. I like the idea of making small changes rather than big changes. I like that they are trying to buff the Ferumbras Ascension. It's highly needed. And it doesn't need to be equal to Roshamel, Flimsy or the new Dragon Spot, but at least it doesn't need to be way worse. And when it comes to the update, I think Zipsoft need to remember that the important thing when it comes to Ferumbras Ascension is Demon, Vexclaw, Grimeleech and Hellflayer. The other changes doesn't impact my opinion of Ferumbras that much. I do not really want to hunt the other creatures to the same degree as those four. But to end the note positive, I believe that Zipsoft is moving towards the right direction when they do not only touch upon experience or loot, but they try to make other changes. And if Zipsoft or you want to come in contact to me, you can use this email. Anyways, let's continue with some breakdowns to the changes. So, the first one is their plan to make bi-weekly patches, and the next week they're gonna add some new changes to the map. So, the first thing which I want to comment on is that it's good that they are planning to make many small changes rather than big and few changes. It's better to they adjust it a little bit every time. I really like the idea. And I love the idea that they are revamping the old spawn, changing how you may rotate in the spawn. Instead of a lot of the Ferumbras Ascension spawns, you can't really run in a circle, which means that you need to be running a lot back, which makes some of the spawns pretty bad. So they are correct out here, in my opinion. Secondly, they decided to increase the experience of the bosses in the Ferumbras Ascension. I don't really see the point. It's since you're gonna make the boss with a lot of people, the experience doesn't really matter. It doesn't impact the game at all. It's nice that they changed the boss experience to be more suitable to how the game is currently. And I would rather see that they change the cooldown of the bosses and that they might increase the profit of the bosses. Maybe add some more gold and silver tokens to the bosses, since they are pretty hard in relation to the rewards, in relation to some of the newer bosses where you have a lot of reward for less effort. And the core of the bosses will always be the loot. And I also feel that the long path down to the bosses in relation to Scarlet or Droom, these bosses could actually have some increased loot in my opinion. And when it comes to the monster adjustments, I liked that they played around with several different kind of factors. But in general, Ferumbras Ascension needed a game changer. This wasn't a game changer at all. Like, when you think of Ferumbras Ascension, you think of Vexclaws, you think of Grimeleech, Hellflayer and Demon. Changing the HP of Juggernauts might be nice, but you were killing them anyways with the Charm. And when it comes to the Fury, pretty much it's a whatever. in similar sense to the Hellfire Fighter, you do not really kill them here. Similar to Blightwalker, and the change to the Undead Dragon to take more ice, well, you will most likely not hunt them anyways, because they have too much HP in relation to the experience and the loot which you get in the Undead Dragon. And I think Zipsoft dropped the ball a little when it came to Plaguesmith. To be hunting Verminor in relation to Rosha, Flimsy, the new dragon spot, they need to be more rewarding to go Verminor in relation to these spots. And I do not really believe that is happening when you buff Plaguesmith as little as you do. And when it comes to creatures like Phantasm, Nightmare and Hand of the Cursed Fate, I do not really believe they have the greatest of impact. But maybe the impact of the reduced mana drain damage from the Hand of the Cursed Fate could be a game changer for a hunting ground here in the Ferumbras. So, when it comes to the other changes, which was a little bit smaller, the increase of the respawn rate, I do not really have a huge opinion, because the grounds of Undeath is gonna be unhuntable anyways. The increased respawn of the grounds of Despair could be a good idea, I suppose. And when it comes to the changes of the teleport spots, I didn't really see the point of it, because I think it's generally used against Dominando anyways, and not really used against normal players. So that I do not really have an opinion on that matter, actually. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.